This is so freaking cool, bro. Like, Blackbeard's bounty is 2.2 just a couple months ago. This man for 6 years has already had a Yonko bounty. Like, what the freak? Here's what I want. I want us to get off Elbaf, stealing this guy with us, whether he officially joins the crew or not. And then as we're leaving, maybe some war is about to happen. As we're leaving on a freaking tiny sailboat, freaking we just meet Yamato too and go there. So we bring both Loki and Yamato to some next war crap. You think he'll be the villain of the arc or a good guy? Well, I thought it would be like a playful arc where he's the villain, but not like Cell where you're like, well, you have to kill him somehow. He's pissing me off. You kind of like root for him. Here, we'll play this game, okay? If a peak giant is worth 1.8, and then Loki 2.6, but he has a devil fruit, right? So let's say, okay, fine. Peak giant is 2.0, okay? Let's say. Okay, Luffy. Obviously, when they said the two giant captains have 1.8, that means everyone must have new bounties, right? Everyone has new bounties. Loki gonna be similar to Kaido, but captured and held back from becoming a world threat. What I want is for Loki to actually be evil, like be bad. I don't know what his devil fruit could be if they would do something, you know, off the myths where he is gonna like shapeshift. Shiki might come to Elbaf. But okay, so if Luffy has, what is it? What is his bounty right now that they're hiding from the papers? I'll tell you it, okay? If it's low, it's 4, right? Someone said, let me see. Gotta be 5, 10, 3.6, probably 3.5 or 4. Anything higher is crazy. So here's the thing. I don't think it'll be anything under 4. I have my guess, but I have to kind of explain it a bit. 4 is a safe guess, because if you do 4, then what it means is Luffy and Shanks are at the same level bounty-wise, right? Obviously not actually, but then it gives them a reason to finally meet. You know, Luffy slowly climbing up. And so I'm gonna say that's probably the best guess. What's weird is that they're clearly hiding his bounty, right? Like if the Gorosei came out to get him too, we had this whole Nika speech where they want his fruit. It makes no sense. It doesn't skyrocket right now. I want to say, okay? I want to say he should, and it's possible Oda does this, right? It's possible, you know, we beat Elbaf, we're setting out, and we're looking at the paper, and this is actually the bounty. Am I freaking in a call? And this is actually the bounty you see. Okay? This one. Immediately. I know what you're saying. Wait a sec, bro. So Luffy right now is 3. Why the frick would you say he goes to this? Now, everyone knows this number, right? 5.5 was Roger's, 5.6 is the Luffy joke. So eventually he's gonna have to get this. Now, it makes sense, give this to Luffy at the end of the series, you know, to be like, wow. To be like, wow, so Roger, the best he could do is 5.5. Luffy surpassed him with his little joke. And so, you know, that could be his final post when you end the series. Luffy, Pirate King, you save the world, whatever. He's Joy Boy. I don't freaking want that. I don't want that because I talked this with my friends, but the bounties are too low. Whitebeard should not be 5. How the frick is Whitebeard 5 and Kaido is 4.6? And the Big Mom is just 4.3. They pretty much have the same bounty then. 4.3 equals 4.6 equals 5. And at that point, 5 equals 5.5. Like, what's the difference between capturing Big Mom and capturing Roger? It's 4.3 and 5.5. How is Roger, though, this not worth like 3 Big Moms? You're telling me, if I'm the government, okay, I'm the world government, if I wanted pirates captured, I'm okay paying like 90% of Roger for a Big Mom. It makes no sense. So the bounty my boy told me, and he said this is what they should have done, is they should have given Whitebeard like, frick, how do I write this? I don't remember what it was. I just liked the number when I heard it. I think it was 10.8. And you're like, what the frick? But that's right. That's how high it needs to go. It needs to. Maybe Oda hasn't figured out the mindset of how crazy a bounty should get by the end of the series. He invented it, right? So you assume he knows what to do with them. But pretty much as you get to the end of the show, the bounties need to not make sense anymore. This 5.6 should not be Luffy's ending bounty. That's my theory. It's too stupid. You know, it's like Dragon Ball Z. It's like you Frieza has a power level 1.1 million. And then like 10 years later into the manga, you meet someone who has like a 1.1 million power level. It's like, it's going too slow. I don't want this to be what Luffy has at the end. But yeah, my boy was saying this should have been Whitebeard's bounty. So when he's at Marineford, it's freaking like 10.8 billion. And so he's two freaking big moms. That I can understand. And then he said Roger, who has all the secrets of the world and all, maybe it was 10.3 and 13.8. Either way, that sounds like the king of pirates.